Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, ladies. Come on, tell a friend. Tell a friend. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, my friends. Giving people a few more moments to get on up in here. Come on in. We got some things to talk about tonight. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. Come on in. Hopefully, I'm trying to work this thing so I can see y'all comments. Let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me. Let me turn the music down. Come on in. We got some things to talk about today. How y'all doing? Let me know how y'all doing in the comments. Let's go. Hey, ladies. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Let's go. Tired. Let me tell y'all something. Midday motivation almost did not happen today. Okay. First of all, it's not even midday. This midnight motivation. This is midday motivation after dark. Okay. Because it's about to get, oh, thank you. You can see me and hear me. Perfect, perfect. So it's about to get like real raw and uncut today. So no, not that drastic. But y'all, like this is going to be a very transparent moment. We're about to share some things tonight after dark. Oh, I'm loving this. I can finally see the comments in like real time. Okay, we about to be on another level today. Cause it's already been that type of day, and I need to hear from y'all. Like, seriously. So midday motivation almost didn't happen today because I let me tell you something. I couldn't find the motivation myself. It was so much going on, and not everything is bad or negative. It's just like it was just one of those days where you begin to question like whatever it is you're working on. If you are a builder, if you are someone who likes to make things happen, if you are somebody who's in the middle of like building something, you are trying to like really see some things flourish, you get to a point where sometimes it's just like, does it make sense? Am I really making an impact? Is what I'm doing what I'm called to do? Are people really supporting? And I think I just was stuck in the mundane back and forth that today, that's why I'm on here for after dark motivation, because midday motivation, it wasn't motivating the way that it was supposed to motivate. So, but listen, God, so first of all, God released the word for us to press in this season. Come on, conquer more, press, make some things happen in this season. And we got to be all in. And I even said this, when you declare things like I'm all in, this type of stuff happens. So I see a couple more people joining and listen. This is midday motivation after dark. Okay. We this is midnight motivation at this point. But listen, I am a woman of my word. I said that Wednesdays will be our day where we just jump on here and kind of like just chit chat, motivate one another. So I want to hear from y'all in the comments, because I was explaining my day has been a day and midday motivation almost didn't happen. But I got around my team and they said, They threw the towel. I've tried to throw in the towel. They threw it back at me. But I'm grateful. That's why it's important. You have to have people in your circle that push you and not pull you away from the purpose and plan that God has for your life. You need purpose pushers in your life that they see the greatness on your life. They see the vision. They see the dream. They not only do they see it, they believe it, and they have also have clarity in it. That's just like the blind man and Mark, like where his friends were begging for Jesus to heal him. And he when he didn't even have the words to beg for himself, his friends was begging for him. And then the other man who were they tore the roof off for him, because you have to have people in your life, purpose pushers, period. You got to have some purpose pushers in your life that's going to push you into the promise and the plan that God has for you. So anytime you're feeling down, you got to make sure you are in right community. We know that's one of the ways to conquer. What did let me find it because y'all already know what I'm about to say. Let me find it because I'm trying to do this from my phone, but y'all know I gotta come with it. What did we say we was doing this year? Cause what? Conquer. Put it back up there. Conquer. Conquering more. And we know in order to conquer, not only do you have to be confident, not only do you have to have clarity, not only do you have to be consistent, you have to have community. Community is a big component of you walking into the greatness that God called you to walk into. We were not created to be reclusive. We were created to be relational. So that idle, that idle mind, they say that's the devil's workshop because when he can get you by yourself, he can begin to speak those lies to you and you begin to believe it because that's all you're hearing. Because usually when we're in our weak moments, we don't always hear the greatness and the things that God has called us to do. So we got to make sure that we are around people who will speak life into some of these dead situations that we may be going through. If they're not speaking life, then you might have to get from around me in this season because I'm building, I'm conquering, I'm all in this season. So if you're not speaking life to me, then right now you can't even speak to me. That's a bar. Speak life, but don't speak at all. Communication is key. Period. We need people around us, like I said, that's going to push us. And it's funny, it's like not to get in circles. Like even if you're in circles where sometimes you may be doing the same thing as someone else, those people are not your competition. They are not your competition. Look, there's enough room for us all to eat. God created us to fulfill a specific assignment. You can't do what I do. I can't do what you do. So you're not my competition. And no matter when I get to my level or when it's my turn to shine, I'm going to do that because that's the place that God put me in. It's funny because I was talking to my mom the other day and we were talking about like passports and stuff. And it was like my mom, she's 50 plus, and she's like, this is the first time she's ever going to have a passport. And I'm like, it does not matter. It's never too late. So no matter where you are in your life, as long as you are still breathing, there's never too late to accomplish and get to the purpose and the plan that God has for you, or even to accomplish some things practically. You want to get a passport, you 50 plus, so go get it. You want to go back to school, go do it. Y'all know if God said it, go get it. And that's in every area of life. We got to stop putting limits on what God can do. Take the limits off. If I had to motivate you to do anything today, before you lay your head on that pillow tonight, take the limits off of what God can do in your life. Take the limits off. Come on, write that in the comments. I am taking the limits off. I am no longer allowing my limited thinking to dictate what God can do in and through me. If God said it, go get it. No longer allowing, my limited thinking and putting God into a box and only saying that he can only do this. Because if that's the only thing that I can believe that he can do, that's all he's going to do. We got to take the limits off. It's never too late. It's never too late. And I know we released the word on the last midday motivation where it was like, pick it back up. And this time, don't just pick it back up, but keep going. Like that song was literally playing in my head. Like it's a song, gotta keep going, gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. Remember the reason you started. Remember your why. Remember the call. Remember how you felt when you first got the idea or the purpose finally start to become clear, when you finally got clarity. Go back to that. Come on, I can do all things. All things. Take the limits off. That's what conquering is in this season. We're conquering doubt. We're conquering fear. You better say y'all know I think I can sing in my head though. Seriously. But seriously, we're conquering fear. We are conquering, the things that we felt like we could not overcome. We are conquering those things in this season. So we got to take the limits off. Take the limits off of God and what he has called us to do. He can, let me tell you, if God created everything, and you think your little situation he can't handle, this is an all-in year. You got to be all in your faith. I told y'all I am in my crazy faith era. It is nothing that I'm not believing God for. If it's in the will and the plan for my life, it's going to happen. And success looks different in every person's life. I was telling India this earlier. I'm like, success for me may just be one person. Because earlier I was just thinking through some things, and this is during one of my transparent moments, and I'm just like, man, sometimes I'll be wondering, like, what's the point? Like, what's the point? But I began to think, like, one, my purpose is not about me. The purpose is the gift that God has given to me that's going to bless other people, but bring glory and honor to his name. My purpose has nothing to do with me. It is the gift that God has given to me to bless other people, but to also bring glory and honor to his name so that he can be seen. And the reason, and I'm so grateful that he's given me what he has given to me, but sometimes it's a lonely road. It's hard. It's like you want to throw in the towel. But then I was telling her, I'm like, success is not the multitudes. It's not your name in lights. It's not thousands of people screaming your name on stage. There's not a bunch of followers. It's not, all these external and materialistic things that we see. Success is, God said he rejoices over the prodigal son. Yeah, y'all been faithful all this time. Y'all been doing this, but the one that was lost. So I don't care if in your purpose or in your ministry or in your business, you've led one person to Christ. You are successful in God's eyes. Don't allow this world, the perception of success, to be the reality of your mountaintop experience. It may just be those one or two people that says, because of you, I did not give up. Man, it could be those people that come to you and say, because of you, I decided to believe again. Because of you, I decided to go back to school. Because of you, I didn't harm myself or my children. Because of you being obedient, I didn't do X, Y, and Z. Because of you, I'm still here. We never know. So instead of like getting down like, oh man, I only had 10 subscribers, or oh man, I only did this or this, that, we're putting limits on what God deems as success because we're following what the perception is from other people. People can have pecked out this, that, and the third, but their influence is trash. It's not even all about influence. I don't want to be influential. I want to be impactful. Write that in the comments. I'm not going for influential. I'm going for impactful. I don't want to just influence people to just be followers. I want what I do and what I say to impact your life in a way where you say, you know what? I am a conqueror. I am going to reach my dreams this year. I am going to see my family's lives and my life, the trajectory of our lives change. I am going to see my goals happen. My marriage will be successful. My relationships will be plentiful. I will not have lack in this season. That's what I want. We're going off after impact. Y'all can settle for influence, but I want what I do to impact people's lives. I don't want you just to have an emotional experience. I want something that is said in this community, something that is said whenever you encounter me. I want it to make an impact. Y'all can keep the lights, camera, action. This is enough for me. I'm going after impact. That's it. And I'm not allowing people to make me put God in a box. Nope. If he said it, I'm going to go get it. Listen, you got to speak those things as though they were. Speak those things, like the things in your life, the things that you want to encounter, the things you have to declare it. Like I told y'all, like, not only does life and death, lie in the power of your tongue, but I really believe that our words are seeds that we plant. So what you say, you're going to eventually sow. And what I mean by sow, that's like heart, like, sowing and reaping. Like whatever your harvest is because of the abundance of the seeds that you planted. What are you planting in your own life? How do you speak about yourself? What you say, you sow. So are you sowing doubt? Are you sowing disbelief? Are you sowing fear? Are you sowing limited impact? Are you sowing disbelief? What are you sowing into your own life, into your own future, into your own purpose? We have to be mindful of the things that we sow in this season. If we're conquerors, we cannot sow fear. We cannot sow like weakness. We got to speak and we have to sow and declare, oh, I am more than a conqueror. I am above and not beneath. I am the head and not the tail. I am a lineage of Jesus Christ. I am, a royal priesthood. I am a holistic woman. I am a great mother. Whatever your this is, I am a great wife. I am a great friend. I am a kingdom ambassador. I am whole. I am healed. I am transformed. I'm all in. And sometimes you just got to remind the enemy that. You have to remind the enemy, I am all in. I am a conqueror. And this too shall pass. All right, child. Y'all, it's late, y'all. It's late, but I promised that I would do midday motivation, even though it's almost midnight. Midnight motivation today. Motivation after dark. But that's just the type of day it's been where I literally had to combat the enemy. Like I'm gonna keep going. I don't care if I'm the only person that shows up. I'm going to keep. That's how all in we got to be. I told my team this. Give it 1 year. We literally, when we say all in, we mean it this year because we made a promise to ourselves that this was the year where we're gonna sacrifice. Sacrifice means even in the tornado winds, I'm gonna show up to a meeting. Even when it's raining, it's pouring, I'm gonna drive and I'm gonna show up to this meeting because I'm committed. I'm going to sow into it with my treasure because I'm committed. I'm telling you, if you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you have a ministry, whatever it is that you are building yourself, I'm telling you, set small goals. Like, you know what, for the next 30 days, I'm all in. And then do it again. For the next this, that, and the third, I'm all in. For the next whatever, I'm telling you, keep telling yourself, keep pressing. And I'm telling you, God will reward especially if you keep your hands clean and your heart pure. If you don't bow to the prayer pressure, if you don't try to like infiltrate your way into things, if you do it with integrity and with character, if you do it as a woman of God, as a holistic woman, somebody who has integrity and respect, I'm telling you, if you give that thing to God and you go all in, you do your part, God will do his part. Take the limits off of him. Take them out the box and have crazy faith in this season that, you know what, God, I'm giving it to you because I believe that you are going to make it happen. You're going to do it. And I will see the results of it. If you said it, I'm going to go get it. I'm going to believe in myself. I'm going to believe in your word. And I'm going to do this thing. Hopefully you found some motivation in something that was said today. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Listen, it is like 9:30. Y'all's late. But I just want to encourage y'all. It's February, right? Okay. I'm all over the place. March. It is Women's History Month in March. So we're gonna have a few things popping off. Make sure y'all join us for our meetup. That's gonna be a nice little celebration of women. We're gonna be teaching on I'm about to let the cat out the bag. Our theme for March. Is y'all ready? First of all, okay, we about to get off, but what y'all think the theme is for March? We're still sticking with conquer. What y'all think the theme is? So conquer was January, just understanding what it means to conquer. Conquer self-love was February. March. Our theme is, because y'all gonna take forever. Let me see if somebody say it. But anyway, so our theme is going to be conquer her. And her is an acronym. We are going to be talking about how to conquer our habits, our emotions, and our relationships. Conquer her. Somebody put conquer her in the comments. March is Women's History Month, and I think it's really important for us to, there's some things that we deal with as women, and there's some things we need to conquer. So we're going to conquer her. We're going to conquer our habits, our emotions, and our relationships in March. We got some amazing things planned for March. Our meetup If you are anywhere near the Triad area, the Greensboro, High Point, Winston, Burlington, Memphis, wherever you at, and even if you're in Raleigh or Charlotte, you want to be at the Holistic Women's Meetup. That's the third Tuesday of the month. Make sure you are in the building with us. We're meeting at Intentional 816 Post Street in Greensboro. I'm gonna make sure we're gonna send this all out. So if you're on our social medias, if you're on our mailing list, make sure if y'all not on the mailing list, we do send out like newsletters and all that. So make sure y'all go to the website holisticwomen.com and sign up to get our emails so that you don't miss some special announcements that are coming out. Conquer her. Period. It's gonna be good, y'all. I've been studying. I've been like in my word. I think that's why the enemy trying to fight me so hard. He don't want me to release it, but we're releasing it because we're conquering this year. So make sure y'all got the newsletters. The meetup is happening in March. We are releasing a devotional journal because April 1st, we are starting off the second quarter of 2024 with a 21-day fast. 21 days of fasting, praying, and conquering. Y'all don't want to miss the wave that's happening in Q2 of 2024. I'm telling you, get on one accord. Because this is an army. We are an army of holistic women, and we about to beat the devil down to the ground. Okay. So make sure you guys are locked in because the devotional journals are going on sale in March. You don't need the journals to do the 21-day fast. You don't need it, but I'm telling you, it will be a great resource for you to have. Every day we're going to be doing a different assignment together. We're going to be praying every day in March, every day in April. So from April 1st to the 21st, we will have prayer, not just on Mondays. It will be every day at 6:30 because we got some things we got to do. So we're going to be fasting and praying all April. We have the devotional journals that will begin to be on sale in March so that you can have it for the fast. We're going to be meeting on the prayer line every day. And then we'll also still have our meetup in April. And then we also want to let me tell you, I'm gonna let the cat out the bag for this one too. April is like the last Friday. I got to get the exact date for y'all. We are doing a worship night. I want to see at least 50 women laid out at the altar. After this fast, we're going to have that type of encounter. That is how we fight our battles. I want the altar of Intentional Church to be full of women that are just laid out for God. We party hard, but we pray harder. So listen, we're going to have our moments of party and stuff all in between, but let me tell you something. We pray harder. Okay. So this is going to be our time. The next 2 months, March, I'm telling y'all, get ready. What else we got going on in March? I don't know. We'll let y'all know. But make sure y'all look forward to the Conquer Her. I'm gonna be posting some stuff about that. Monday prayer. Boom, what is that? I forgot. We do our Monday prayer. If y'all don't have that information, y'all should. We send it out. We also put it on our social media pages. But that's the information if you want to join the call. And you can invite, this is open to all women. If you want to invite people that may not be in a group, make sure you screenshot this or you take it down and invite some women to come and pray with us. Seriously, like that's what it's about. And then the meetup, that's the information for the meetup. Invite another woman to come with you. Let's do that. Everybody in the month of March, the third Tuesday of this month at Intentional, 7 p.m. Meet us there, and then bring another woman with you. Bring somebody into the community so that they can get sisterhood one more try. Okay. So I think that's it. And then also, don't be scared to come and tell your story. I want to be able to like pass this to somebody so y'all can encourage, send some midday motivation. Listen, I may need to be motivated one day. Come on. Do that. Send an email to info@holisticwomen.com. If you have a testimony or a story, we'll get it and we'll make sure we know we'll get in touch with you so you can share with us what's going on. I appreciate y'all for just like, first of all, y'all here, y'all active. Y'all forgave me for coming on here late for midday motivation after dark. Thank y'all so much. Oh, you can't wait for the journal. I can't wait, y'all. This is my big one. This is not really my big one, but it's my big one. Make sure y'all get the journal. I'll link all the information. It'll be on our social media pages. Y'all have an amazing night. I hope y'all sleep is peaceful. It's restful. I hope that God speaks to you in your sleep. If you have been waiting on an answer from God, if you are in just going through some turmoil or you may be in the midst of something, I pray that you find not just rest, but clarity for what you're going through. I hope that you get clarity for your call, and that God steps into every situation that you may be facing. I know what it feels like to feel like you're just spinning your wheels and you don't know which way to go, up from down, right to left. I'm telling you, this is the time for you to go after what God has called you to do. Take the limits off. Take the limits off and go get it. So have an amazing night. I love y'all. Um, Whatever you like, if you need to get in touch with us, you'll know how to do that. Have a good night.